You're watching CBS 2 News in high definition.
Coming up here at 5, breast reduction in boys. After years of suffering, find out how many young men are opting for surgery to correct an embarrassing problem.
Breast reductions and boys. They certainly don't seem to go together, but thousands of teenage boys are going under the knife to treat an embarrassing condition.
While the condition itself isn't new, the explosion of boys turning to surgery now is. CBS 2's Dr. Holly Phillips joins us with more on this. Doc?
Where it's really helping a lot of these kids. For many young men, excess breast tissue is a normal part of puberty, and hormonal fluctuations are the cause. In that case, it usually goes away on its own in about a year. But for others, it becomes a more lasting problem. 22-year-old Alex Reese still feels the pain of an isolating adolescence when he shied away from friends because he had enlarged breasts.
Changing in the locker room, I'd always be trying to hide in a corner. I wouldn't feel comfortable maybe going swimming or just really taking shirts off.
He suffered from gynecomastia, a medical condition that causes excess breast tissue in males. It affects 40 to 60% of men at some point in their lifetime.
It can start when you're in puberty, and sometimes it will regress, but very often it persists through adulthood.
Compression garments can be worn to flatten out the breasts, but many young men, like Alex, are opting to eliminate the problem with surgery.
It got to the stage though where I really had just decided that it was something I was going to have to do.
Last year alone, nearly 14,000 teenage boys got breast reductions, a 21% increase from the year before.
Boys now know a little bit more about plastic surgery. I think that it's a little bit more accepted.
People hear about breast reduction, and I think they think of it as something you do when you're vain.
But while the surgery is technically cosmetic, gynecomastia can leave emotional scars.
If you're really getting harassed, if your self-image is in trouble because you think, gosh, I'm a freak, that's a perfectly good reason to do some cosmetic surgery.
Alex has no second thoughts about his choice.
I'm going to be able to really put myself out there and feel like there's nothing holding me back.
While there's often no clear cause for gynecomastia, it can be triggered by medical conditions like liver or kidney disease, and the rise in obesity is also cited, as are certain medications like steroids. If you're concerned about gynecomastia, though, the first step is to contact your doctor. And actually, a lot of insurance companies are paying for this procedure now, even though it's cosmetic, just because these kids are really going through an emotionally hard time.
Is there a certain age that they should wait for, though? I mean, should they be 14 versus, 16?
Well, in about 80% of the boys that get this condition, it will go away within a year. But for that remaining 20%, it could be years and years, and it might even be permanent if they don't have it taken care of.
All right, Dr. Phillips, thank you.